Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we've got a package from Ferramonster. We have checked out 3 different models of theirs here in the past. The Aurora, Glideman, Urbangrip. And this is a brand new model coming from them. I'm really excited. We're looking at the Spectrum. They just recently released this one. It was actually on sale, 15% off. And I kept you guys updated via the community tab. So if you're not yet subscribed, guys, I give you guys a scoop on all the sales, deals, new releases, drops happening all the time here in the channel, so definitely subscribe if you aren't already. Let's find out what this one here is all about, shall we? Should be an interesting one, available in carbon fiber, also in titanium. Here we go. If you're ready, I'm ready. We got the paperwork right here, right? Ferramonster specifications right there as well. Let you guys take a look at that. Right, we got titanium everywhere, clip, handle, screws, M390 steel. We got a very high quality Velcro patch sticker right here with the Ferramonster logo and the King Kong gorilla going on there, crafted for adventure. And of course, last but not least, here's the zipper pouch with the knife inside. Here we go. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes, here we go. We got the wiping cloth right there, branded as well. And here is the highlight of the video. Here is the knife, the Spectrum. Right? Spectrum making a debut here in the channel, Miguel EDC. And man, oh man, let's go ahead and get this thing a nice little clean wipe here. Shall we? It's got some oils and things like that. So let's get it nice and cleaned up here for your viewing eyes. And man, okay, so where do we even start? First impressions, I got to get you guys to zoom in. That is a beautiful micro milling right there. There we go. Now we got a better view, right there of this beautiful micro milling. That's looking really nice. Of course, we got big hardware everywhere. T8. There's going to be a crossbar lock. And we do have the pivot sort of arrow logo going on for Ferramonster. All right, captive pivot, M390 steel. Pocket clip is also milled titanium as well. And overall, such an elegant looking design. Titanium backspacer going on there as well. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this thing deployed. If you're ready, I'm ready. Thumb studs for deployment. I think so. Nice and rounded at the edges. Bam. All right. All right, for starters, guys, got to take a look at that hand rub. That looks like a hand rub horizontal finish right there on that blade. That's looking really epic. Let me get you a zoom in on that. Beautiful drop point blade, as you can see, looking the best. Full flat grind there and a nice little switch here at the top. Plunge grind situation up until about right there where my finger is, and it is a as I mentioned earlier, crossbar lock, so very ambidextrous friendly. And guess what, they put a filler tab right here, or not so much a filler tab, but they made the cutout with additional screws so you can reverse the pocket clip if you're a lefty. That makes a whole lot of sense, right? After all, ambidextrous friendly. There we go. Yeah, I should probably kind of get a feel for it with my righty first. Oh, I like the close, right? Got a nice little click on the close. All right, so definitely great deployment there with the thumb stud. Reverse flick, that works just as good here, right off of the nail. Bam. So both deployments there are really spot on. And of course, we can deploy with the crossbar itself. Just like that. Kind of figuring out, obviously how much flick of the wrist it takes. It's a brand new knife, so every knife is different, right? The consistency, how much force or whatever it takes, right, to overcome the weight of the blade and stuff like that. So here's the point I was trying to make. So lefty friendly, of course, ambidextrous with the crossbar lock. Now don't mind me, I have zero dexterity on my left hand since birth, so but you get the point, right? If you're a lefty, you'll be able to use this knife without a problem. Now I'm getting a feel for this micro milling right here on hand. Like, not only is it really elegant, it's also feeling nice and grippy as well, right? You can actually, just running my thumb through it, feel each and every individual line as well. Nice little cutout here for the thumb stud access. That's nice on both sides, right? Looking pretty sweet, right? That's looking really epic there. Very nice and smooth ball bearing action also. Check that out. All right, so very nice and smooth there. And overall, I mean, yeah, definitely feels really good with the deployment there. Both multiple deployment methods and the nice rounded back end right here, nice and comfortable on the hand. That is really, I'm telling you, really comfortable, right? Really digging that a lot. Oh man, smooth on the drop, almost drop shot, right? Look at that. So yeah, this is a nice crossbar lock implementation here. Of course, it has Omega spring. We have recessed liners, actually cartridge liners. So that's what this screw right here is all about. So the liners don't go all the way through. They're actually cartridge liners. So you can see from the inside, about right there, right? This is where the cartridge goes all the way up until this point. The rest of the handle is nice and hollowed out on the inside, or milled for weight reduction, right? Very nicely done. Yeah, cartridge build right there. And we do have, it looks like a stub pin right over here. You know, got a stub pin right there. So that's going to hold the blade in place when closed. So the blade is going to come around like this, and it's going to stop on this stop pin right here. So which means it sort of hits it on this one spot right there. It's probably a marking on the actual blade. So again, just an unboxing, quick overview video. You can tell it's nicely oiled for sure. But that stop pin is right about where the edge is. So it'll be interesting to see, judging this thing long term, how that will work out, since it's so close to the edge. Eventually, as you sharpen the knife more and more, how that's going to be affected. But again, just a quick overview here, first impressions. Now, ergos, right? You know the ergos are going to be spot on, right? Check this out, average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest of hands. I'm able to get a full purchase right there. Absolutely no problem. Not necessarily a finger choil, but you can sort of carefully grip right here if you wanted to. That's possible. You do have some fine jimping going on there. All right, so that's interesting. Very grippy, jimping to say the least. And the pocket clip is actually really comfortable too. I barely feel it. I'm going to give it a good 9.5, 9.8 out of 10. The fact that it's reversible is nice. It's not the most deep carry pocket clip, so about this much of the knife will show out of your pocket, but gives you something to pinch and pull and whatnot. So there you go. There's that. I can't help continuing to fidget with this thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and sit it down here. I mean, needless to say, it's going to be a very fidget-friendly knife, no doubt about it. Let's do some comparisons here next to some of the usuals in the channel. There's your MSI from Microtech. Here's your Stitch. Right? Obviously, these are going to be much larger knives. Here's the PM2, Spyderco PM2, and Para 3. So it's a Para 3 size, very comparable to a Para 3. Check that out. Here's the Demko AD 20.5, right? Very similar, just a little bit shorter. Right, and you guys know me, I love a good milling on a titanium handle. That's why I love these so much. This one got that diagonal line going on, absolutely digging that. And the Chad is going to be a little bit bigger, right? The AD 20.5 is going to be a tad bit shorter, right? You guys be the judge there. On the more budget end of things, we got the, of course, iconic Civivi Vision FG, the very popular Kizer Militaw, right? These are going to be slightly bigger knives, size-wise. And last but not least, there's the Tenable Fenrir right there and the Fintiso Parrot. Right, very Fintiso Parrot sort of aesthetics. Right, obviously the Fenrir is going to be a tad bit larger right there, as you can see. But again, hopefully you own some of these knives. Right, gives you a ballpark more or less where these land. Go ahead and get scientific with it here. Right, get a piece of textbook paper, nothing fancy. Right, we said this was M390. Future me, slap that HRC. Right, feels like a very fine edge right there. Get that 5X for some extra drama in the scientific method here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, did I mention this hen satin rub right here? It looks good, because man, that is gorgeous. All right, full slices now here. Bam, boom. I mean, was there any doubt that this thing was gonna cut? And by the way, if you're new to Ferramonster, from what I understand, their company has been OEMing knives for other brands for years and years, until they eventually, as of I think last year, they made a debut with those 3 models I mentioned earlier, the Aurora, Urbangrip, and Glideman. And this is now their 4th model. There's even a budget version of the Glideman, which I may or may not have in hand. You might see it in a future video here coming up, wink wink. But of course, let's wrap this up here with a piece of cardboard, single wall piece of cardboard, nothing fancy. Remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but at an angle like this. You get the best cut, flat grind M390. There we go. Oh man, this is effortless, you guys. I mean, to say that they put a savage, nasty edge on their knives will be a massive understatement, to say the least. So there you go. You guys rate that performance in the comments there on a scale from 1 through 10. Let me know, of course, 10 being the sharpest. All right, well, there you have it, guys. That is a quick overview on the Spectrum, right? Brand new model here from Ferramonster, making a debut in the channel. I mean, for one thing, you should keep in mind that their OEM work, I mean, having done OEM for other brands for years, you can tell they know how to make a very tasteful knife, right? This milling is not only gorgeous, but it's also nice and rounded everywhere. Very good attention to detail, superb quality all throughout, looking really, really good. I mean, I'm trying to find, you know, something out of place or, you know, some sort of flaw somewhere. But so far, so good. Really, really digging this design a lot. Prices on these, I believe, the titanium versions, this one and the blacked out one, start at $288. And then for $10 more, you know, the carbon fiber versions, there's 2 of them, They go for $298. Now, if you use code Miguel EDC, you'll get 10% off. Again, that is code Miguel 10. Right, that will get you 10% off. So absolutely would help you reduce the price there quite a bit if you're interested in picking these up. I'll have links for this knife and every other knife down below if you guys want to check them out. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace.